Hello, my name is Zombie878 and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, I will be going over the new Pathfinder chip that came out a few days ago and what you can do with it. I'm not going to explain everything you can do with the chip because I just messed with it a little bit and I just want to make a quick little video. I'll probably make a live stream trying to figure out some more about the chip. But looking at this video, you will at least know how to make it work to a basic extent. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to configure the Pathfinder chip so we can just look at the options real quick. We have visible, only when components are visible. We have the ground clamping settings. I'm assuming ground clamping is clamping the object to the ground. You have wait for ground clamping before finishing path. When this setting is enabled, the Pathfinder won't say it's arrived until it's finished clamping there. You have tags to ignore. You have the movement settings, the linear speed, acceleration, and angular speed. And yeah, that's about all when it comes to the settings of this chip. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this working by spawning in something. Let me go to my inventions. I probably have an invention somewhere where something can chase you. Let's go ahead and choose one invention. I don't know about a boo. Sure, let's go with this. Yeah, okay, spawn it in. Got surface on. I don't know why it's not connecting to the ground. Where did it go? Hello? I don't know what's going on. What the heck is going on? Okay, well, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and spawn in this armor set. Okay. Let's go ahead and just spawn this in. Apparently the pivot point is by its foot. Go ahead and rotate it so it's looking straight at me. Not looking scary in the least bit. Let's get this down on the ground. There we go. So this will be what I'm going to have chasing us with the Pathfinder chip. Let's go ahead and get rid of collision. I'd rather not have it constantly colliding with me. Take off this. And that is all. So, the pivot point. How do I change where the pivot point is? I forgot how to change where the pivot point is. Okay, well, it don't matter. So what you want to do is you want to get something, preferably probably a monster that's going to chase you in the map. We're going to take this and we're going to connect it to the Pathfinder. Now you notice that the chip disappears and it goes into a container. We're going to go ahead and edit the container so we get our chip. I'm going to go ahead and move the chip in between these two chips just in case you have something you want to add in. Okay, but anyway, now that we have it connected, this will start chasing us, but it needs a target position to chase. And I think the perfect target position chase would probably be my body position or my head position, whichever one works the best. I'm going to go ahead and type in head and get my head position. And I'll just go ahead and connect it here. Since I'm the only one in here, I can just go ahead and keep it like that. And it will start chasing me, but first I'm going to have to actually build a nav mesh in the room. How you build a nav mesh is you go to this room, you go to your settings, and you scroll all the way down, and you can go ahead and make a nav mesh. Now I have it showing in the room so you can actually see the nav mesh. It's basically this purple area. This is the pathing for it. And now if I go ahead and actually, let's have it start when I press this button right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit this container on the end part of the container. Oh no, that's not how you do this. Excuse me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to configure the container. I am going to add a port group. I'm just going to call it whatever. And after I make the port group, I'll open that up and I'm going to add a execute input. And what that does is it will have an execute here now. So now I can connect this to a button on the outside of it. I can go ahead and edit the container. And now I can connect this to start pathing to position. So now if I click on this button, it should go ahead and start pathing. I think I'm also going to have a second button to stop it too. Possibly. Second button to stop it. So we want our buttons to, say what we want them to do. So I'm going to have this one say start. And I'm going to have this one say end. And of course, because I did this, I'm going to have to make another execute value. So let me go inside the port group and add another execute, add input port, yeah. So now if I connect the end button to this, go in here, stop pathing. So now if I go ahead and hit start, it should start. I'm just going to save it because, like I said, this just came out, and I know how Rectum is sometimes. And once you start building a lot, you get really annoyed when you make something, then you press start, and it ends up, not going back to a previous position. Why is grab on, by the way? Shouldn't grab not be on? Yeah, this came on too. That shouldn't be on. Is grabbable? No. Circuit transform behavior. Collision mode. Okay. Name. I don't need a name for it. Okay, that should be good. I'm gonna go ahead and save it one more time because I don't know why them settings came back on, because I'm pretty sure at the beginning of the video I turned them back off, but it doesn't matter. As long as they're off now, yeah, it's fine. So now if I hit start, it should... oh, well, I guess it kind of is. That is not moving though. Well, it's working, but for some reason this is invisible. I mean, I clearly can see the outline of it right there. Maybe it's not moving because of a certain setting. I don't understand. Okay, let me just make something new then. I'm gonna go ahead and load back up the other save. I'm just gonna use something completely new that I will make in this room. So let's go ahead and delete this. Well, first we want to disconnect it from the Pathfinder. And now I'm going to go ahead and want to delete the dang. Yeah, it will. Okay. So I'm just going to create a super simple shape right here that's going to chase us. And let's put down another Pathfinder chip right here in front of it. Now that we have this, let's get it closer to the ground. I don't know why it didn't. There we go. Now we will connect it to the Pathfinder chip, and to make things easier, let's just go ahead and do the same thing again. Add port group, say it is A, and let's add some inputs. Add 1 and 2. 1 will be start and 2 will be end. Now if I go in the container, just go ahead and connect this to start and connect this to end. And get another local player chip. Local, get the player's head position. Yeah, that's what I meant. It's right here. And now it should basically follow me now. So if I hit start, you will see it will start following me and start turning a little bit. Of course, it's only a little bit though, because it only activates once. I think it would have been better if I made this a toggle here. Let me go ahead and delete that and get a toggle button. Don't know what I was thinking, giving it just the one execute. Should have put a toggle or execute. Or update 30 hertz a second. That way it would have got a constant signal. So now if I connect it like this and I toggle it on, it should constantly chase me. Yeah. Let me just get an event 30 hertz a second chip. EVE, event receiver. Configure and update 30 hertz a second. Update 30 hertz a second. Connected to there. Now, as you see, it will constantly keep chasing me. And here you can have a basic thing that keeps chasing me. Now, obviously, if your object has collision, it'll probably run into the objects or just go around them. So yeah, just keep that stuff in mind. I don't know why the knight was not follow me. If the knight was follow me, that would look way more intimidating than a orange cube. But you know, I guess that's what you get. So anyway, let me go ahead and disconnect this so it stops. And let's go over some of these chips. Okay, so I'm going to actually start from the right. So here we got Pathfinder stop rotating. I didn't show you the rotating of this yet, but when it says rotating, um, I mean, obviously it means rotating. Whenever I turned it on, whenever I went higher, it will rotate up, and whenever I went lower, it will rotate down. So I'm not sure if it means rotate left and right too, because it seems to be doing that just fine. You got Pathfinder stop pathing, which will stop it from doing that. I just connected it to a button over there. Pathfinder start rotating to direction. I guess you can have a direction you want it to rotate to, and it will have an angle it will arrive at, and I'm pretty sure this is how slow it will turn to that angle. You have Pathfinder start pathing to position. So I'm assuming if you wanted to arrive, like let's say I put a cube over there, I can have the distance it will arrive at and how slow it will get there and the position I want it to be. Pathfinder set tags to ignore. You have Pathfinder set max linear speed, which will set the max linear speed. You have set max angular speed, which will set the angular speed. Set max acceleration, which will set the max acceleration. You have set ground clamping, which I'm pretty sure it is when it is clamped to the ground. You have Pathfinder get tags to ignore. Not set tags to ignore, but get tags to ignore. It will get the tag you have it to ignoring it. You got get rotation target. You'll have get rotation state, or if it's arrived at the rotation state and if it's rotating. You have Pathfinder get pathing state. It will say if it's pathing, if it's arrived, or if it's within slowdown distance. You have get max linear speed, get max acceleration, get max angular speed, get enable ground clamping, and get pathing target, which will get the target that it's pathing to. And yeah, that's basically it. So if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.